Many thanks for staying tuned. It's still the Friday edition of The Conversation here on Lagos Television. The conversation we'll be having on this side of the table this morning might be a little sensitive one, depending on which side of the table you're looking at it. And I did say before we went on that break that being a single parent, sometimes it's a matter of choice, sometimes it's a matter of fate, and sometimes it is just something that you do not have control over. But it's amazing that in recent times, a lot of people are actually choosing on their own volition to be single parents. I mean, and they do not see it as anything. But today, again on the program, we'll be looking at the realities of single parenting. And we joked earlier on the fact that some people are married, but yet they address themselves as single parents. How did we get to that point? To help us find meaning to this conversation is a friend of the house, a teacher and a man whom we honor so much. We're glad to have Sheikh Abdurrahman Adangba in the studio this morning. He's an Islamic cleric and also a relationship coach. Thank you for being here on the program.
Thank
Coach.
You.
Coach.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start this way. And I did say that, you know, single parenting is something that could also be very sensitive to a lot of people who, again, did not bargain for it in their life. And, you know, it happened and they're coping with it. But when we talk about single parenting in itself, is there a textbook meaning to single parenting aside you raising your children by yourself?
I don't know where to start. Maybe I should give you an insight into the textbook that you talked about.
Okay.
Textbook, you're living every day is a textbook. That you are going to be opening it the way you find it.
Right.
Or I say, opening it the way you find it and the way it should be found. Or let me say again, opening it the way you find it, the way it should be found, and the way you planned it.
The way you planned it?
Yes.
But there are also...
No tomorrow except there is today.
Absolutely.
And you cannot find anything there tomorrow, positive or negative, except what you have sowed. So, you see, when you say single parenting, is an adjective. The single there is an adjective. There is parenting.
Right.
So your choice is single. You want it single. Or you leave it the way it should be.
Which is?
Double parenting.
Double or co-parenting?
No, it's not co. It's double parenting.
Double parenting.
When
so
you say
if you say co-parenting and
yes,
double parenting.
When you say co-parenting, you are trying to take the burden off yourself. Co. That is, it should be me and somebody.
Yes, right.
It is beyond you and somebody who is your husband or your spouse. It's not between both of you. There are many other people that will still parent your child while you are still parenting your child. So when you now say single parenting, I think you are just narrowing it to either the man
or the woman. Right.
So don't come single parenting. The world is an electrifying world. Everything in this world must have the two sides.
Okay.
The positive and the negative. For us to be able to air this program, for us to be able to lighten this room, you have electricity. It will not come up if there is no positive and negative. So the parenting has a result too. If both sides are not there, you will not have a reward. So that is sacrosanct.
Okay. Right. So from what you've said now and the fact that there's really nothing that one shouldn't plan for.
Yeah.
And let's look at the sides of not planning for single parenting.
Okay.
You didn't bargain for it. It happened. Perhaps it could be from the loss of a spouse. It could be from the collapse of a marriage or a relationship, because again, not all relationships, you know, ended up, you know, being married, but then there are children in some relationships. So let's look at coping with the realities of single parenting that you did not even bargain from the onset.
You say there are realities and there are sentiments.
Okay.
In life, you must know realities and differentiate it from sentiments.
Okay.
The reality of life is that you can't live it alone.
Sure.
there must be somebody you are going to live it together. It depends on the name or the adjective you give to that person that you are going to live it together with. You understand?
Right.
So, to say you are not planning for it, it is because your intentions were not deep at the beginning.
Okay.
You are not prepared. So, in parenting, there are 3 circumstances you must do. The moment you want to go into marriage, the moment you want to go into a union, the moment you want to go into a relationship with a man, or you are a man, you want to go with a woman, there are 3 things you must carry along with yourself. When you don't carry them along, when you get in there, you will run out the way you ran in.
Okay, so the 3 things
The
are?
first is mental.
Okay.
Mental readiness goes a long way. When the Holy Prophet Muhammad, I'm a Muslim and I will speak from the angle of Islam,
right,
and I don't think it will go far away from what it should be in the general purpose. Okay. The Prophet said, "Man istata'a minkumul ba'ata falyatazawwaj." Anyone of you that is ready to carry the burden.
Right. So you must realize that there's a burden.
That even your living has a burden. To now talk of you having somebody cooperating with you to bring forth another life, then there will be a triple burden. Your own burden, the person coming
burden,
in,
and then the child. Okay.
So it says, anyone that is ready to take off the burden, take up the burden on himself, for that as what should go to marriage.
Right.
So the mental preparedness must be there. So a lot of people, I want to say almost 65-70% of those coming into a relationship are not prepared.
Mentally.
Okay. When they come for counseling and I ask them one question, after we've done a lot of talk, and I would ask them, what are the do's and don'ts of your spouse? They look like morons. They don't know because they don't ask. They don't even know it is worthy of knowing.
Right.
So they are not ready. So the mental readiness should be there.
Okay.
Number 2, the educational readiness should be there.
Okay, so when you say education,
is it the standard of what happens or what must happen all over the world?
Okay.
That is the standard. There is a measure. You should look for somebody that you will take as, this is my mentor, my measure to living parental life.
Okay.
You should have a measure.
Okay.
It may be your parents, if they have lived it well. Mind you, if they do not live it well, you can't live it well.
Wow. So your parents also matter here.
They are even the first one.
Because they should actually be the one that.
Are they ready mentally then when they were ready to start parenting and bring you forth? So definitely, automatically, by natural means, you are going to learn from them without going to their class. But with mimicking from a lifestyle or whatever. Right. So it will sink. So that should be a standard. Sometimes your parent may not be. It is your pastor or your imam. Okay. Sometimes it's not like that. It's somebody in your area where you're living with. I want my marriage to be like so and so happy life. There is no happy life. There is a managed happy life. Why? Because perceptions will forever be different.
True.
And when you bring yours to the table and I bring mine to the table, if we don't look for that equilibrium, we will not get it. I want it this way. Oh, I want to tell you I'm the husband. But are you the husband? Your wife is your control. Because everything you bring to the house, you don't allow her to manage it, you fail. That is how it has been in natural instances.
Okay.
The home would fail. So when you bring it home, which is your own equity as provision, she has to use her own equity as in care
to distribute
and management.
Okay.
So if you don't allow that to come up and you want to show your ego, you will fail. The house will fail, the children will fail.
Right.
So that is the second one, which is the standard. Then the third one, that is where most of us makes a mistake. Okay. When you are parenting and you grew up, oh, you are a broadcaster, you are a journalist. Must your child be a journalist?
No.
But you will love him or her to be a journalist.
Yeah.
You may be indifferent, but naturally, when they come after secondary school or before getting out of secondary, they say,
the path.
what should I do? You now tell her what you like. This is where most of us, 90% of us fails.
Right, we want our children to carry on the torch.
What, no,
Our
private perception of what we want them to be, not what
they want to be.
Not what they don't know what to become.
Okay,
it is what the world wants them to be.
The world,
yes,
wants
the
them
world
to
will
be.
want them to be something. You should have seen it at their age 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You must have known it. Whatever a child is going to be good at will be known within those ages. Are you there? Were you there then? So the world creates an avenue for each and every one that will grow to become something. So sometimes most of these kids that went to university comes out with best degrees in agriculture or whatever, where you see them ending up in banking, and they will not be able to change it for the rest of their life.
Right.
I know a lot of people that went to read law, and when they came out of law, they were contract pursuers. So you see, the ability of somebody, imagine a chef in Nigeria.
Yeah.
A chef in this Nigeria and goes out to say, I'm a chef, registered by the guild of whatever they call it. So, and people will laugh at the person. So,
this is
because of why people laugh at somebody, some people lose their own future becoming of what they want to do in the world. So, this is the three things. The first one is the mental readiness.
Right.
Secondly is the standard preparedness. And the third one is the private individual ability to whatever the person will become, which will be guided by those that he or she lives with while he or she is young. Right.
So from what the three reasons you've mentioned, or the three measures that you think are necessary for one to either go into marriage or be in a relationship with the aim of having children who will pass on the torch. What are some of the myths or some misconceptions about single parenting that you've come across with that you'd like to correct this morning? Because like we said, oftentimes single parenting, as much as it is a choice, sometimes it is also, it comes because certain things have happened, and I mentioned it could be the death of spies. Right. So what are some of the stigma that we've attached to single parenting, which is making it look like it's a no-no?
Excessive love, overzealousness.
Excessive love on the
part of the parent, the single parent with the child. Okay. Trying to show that no, I will not be led to shame because your mother is gone or because your father is gone. Okay. So she or he will give an excessive love to protect that child. It is overzealousness, not protection. Okay. Okay. So we should do that pampering is more or less, it will be detrimental at the end of the day. Detrimental at the end of the day. Okay. And you are only running for your own shame. You don't even consider the shame of the child when it becomes what you want him to become. Right. That's number one. Okay. Number two, that one is very sacrosanct. That even if you are a single parent, you must know it. The adversity quotient. Okay. You see, there are 4 quotients that people will want to guard against. You say you have the artificial intelligence, which is the natural intelligence. Okay. But when you bring in more of the artificial than the more of the natural, you make a mistake in parenting if you are single. Right. Natural intelligence is earned from the society. Artificial intelligence is earned from the school. But both you must have. Okay. I don't know if you are getting it. I do. So the natural intelligence must develop with the social communal thing that you are living with. Right. But the artificial intelligence is you just having the knowledge of, they call it in Arabic ifrad, the knowledge of singleness. What is this singularly? What is this singularly? Though you know the knowledge of all these things, you call it vocabularies. But you must know the workability
Okay.
of these things vis-a-vis your existence to give back to humanity where you belong to. That is that. So that aspect of quotient, which is artificial, must be guided against.
Right.
Number two, you have the economic quotient. You see, the mother who is singularly taking care of the child, or the father will be running helter-skelter to make that all provisions are needed. But they should guard against want and need.
Okay. Of the child?
Of the child. And of their own too. If you work for the child and the child grows up, it will go away.
Right. And what happens to you?
What happened to you too? So you guard against your own wants and your needs, while you guard against the wants and need
of the
so
child.
that is the economical aspect of it.
Okay.
Then the one is the adversity aspect of it, which you should know that no condition is what?
Permanent.
Is permanent.
Right.
But let the child go through some rigors of life.
Okay.
Let him learn from his own mistakes. Don't cover every time. Because when you do, he grows up to hate himself or herself. Oh, my mommy did not teach me this. Oh, my daddy did not teach me this. The daddy or the mommy, in a bid to cover their own mistakes and their shame, they have pushed the child into another world that will not be beneficial.
Okay.
So these are the things we should go against. Then, you know, Islam, where the aspect of polygamy in Islam, let's assume there is a natural occurrence that made the lady lose her husband. Is she allowed to remarry?
Yes.
Is she allowed to remarry?
Is she not allowed?
No, I'm just saying, naturally, where we are now, do we allow her to remarry?
Are you talking about generally or in Nigeria?
No, generally.
Right.
Even when it is not in Nigeria, he or she, he is allowed to remarry.
Right.
She is also allowed to remarry, but we cast her out. If it's a girl, it's a woman. We cast her out. She's going to go and marry Okoloko. What is Okoloko?
Yeah, but is that Okoloko not available now?
The Okoloko is not available. You see, a man is made for anybody he is to be of a help to when he attends to that thing normally.
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 So
don't go through the corner. Don't take her as a girlfriend. Let her
do what you should
do what she should do, and let the person at home. If you have trained your wife, she will be able to understand that nature is a phenomenon that everybody should fall into.
Right.
It could be her own turn tomorrow. If she disturbed once, then she'll be disturbed too. Okay. So that aspect is, a lot of us today will say, well, there's no way we want to do it now. They will say, I came to marry their husband.
Someone else is right.
No,
let's look at the economic implication of single parenting, and this is where a lot of people also say that sometimes you do not plan for this or you plan for it. So what would you say here? What kind of financial pressure does this really put on either the man or the woman who's parenting, in a single parenting mode? I
told you one thing at the beginning, that this electricity will not come to benefit us if there is no positive and negative. And I told you that the equities of individuals in a relationship is about equity, is about, in a marriage, is about the equity of provision from the man and of care and management for the woman. So if you go to provide, you put everything you have into it. If the woman is at home, she puts everything she has into managing that provision. So imagine you are now going to be the provider, the manager. It's not easy.
Right.
So for both, either the man or the woman. So let you now see the other aspect of it. You want to provide for a child that you lost the mother. Are you getting it?
Right.
And you have had you have another woman. In our own natural environment here, is that very positive? Then you ask about faith, as in F-A-T-E, and faith, as in F-A-I-T-H. So how would the woman take it, seeing that taking care of another person's child? She doesn't want to know if she is dead or she's gone.
Right. Priority should be me.
The priority is me and my children.
Right.
So that other child is of nobody. And that child would only be looking to the father for protection. But the father is not at home for 18 hours. He lives with the mother. So no matter how much you pump into that growth, into that life of that child, that the mother is not there, you are virtually wasting half of it or even a 3/4 of it. Now we'll get to the child. So the best thing you should do in such cases is, one, you should have conscience. A conscience of you, that conscience you must tell it to anybody that is coming to your life secondarily.
Right.
Either is coming into your life as a second wife after the demise of your wife, or he is coming into your life as a second husband after the demise of your husband. So you should protect that conscience.
Right.
And you should make sure that you accommodate the other person. Who is the other person?
It could be the...
No, it's you. You see, in every situation, you are saying the other person.
Right.
But if you deeply look into that word, the other person, it's exactly you. The moment you maintain the status quo of that other person and you use it diligently and wisely with the person you want to deal with, then you become the other person in a positive mode. But if you use the other person in you against the other person that you are going to deal with, consciously, you are only depriving yourself of the benefits of what you want to get.
Right.
So exactly this.
Let's go back to, you mentioned something earlier, and which I'd like for us to expatiate on a bit here, when you talked about over-pampering, which could also be a damage in the future to that child. So how do we measure balance, discipline, emotional stability with the pampering or overindulgence that you mentioned earlier?
There was a slogan when we were growing, and the slogan was used all over the world. But later, maybe in the late 80s, when the Montessori style of education came in, that slogan was erased. Spare the rod
and spoil the child.
Simple. You see, what you call discipline, no extent to it. It depends on what and how the child responds to discipline. You can increase it if the child is stubborn. You can decrease it if the child is sensible and follows instructions. So, and no child wants to be good, except the parents are tough. So, in over-pampering, look, I told somebody, I am a son of a millionaire. But do you know that my shirt, when I was in the primary school, tore at the back, and he told my mother that he's not going to replace it.
Because how many had you replaced before then? 2. Okay, that was the third one.
That was the third one. And I was in primary 5.
So you wore it for how long?
I wore it till primary 7. I have to be, in fact, he will not give me money to go to the tailor. He will give me needle and thread. Go and...
Was that discipline?
Yes. I know how to manage funds when I grew up.
Okay, so that was,
I know how to run. When I got to the secondary school and I was in the boarding school.
Yeah, you know how to manage
your provision. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, in secondary school, when you are in the dormitory, you have your segberaga.
Yes, now when you just resume. You have your, everything will be there.
I don't do segberaga because I know I will suffer.
So once you resume, your own is yours.
And this man has all the money. Let me now tell you what happened in my primary, my Form 5. Myself and my elder sister were in the same year, we were in the same class, the same year, but in different schools.
Okay.
I now saw my sister came in and told my dad, we have to buy tanker and dictionary.
Buy what?
Tanker, water tanker.
Tanker or me?
For the school, yes. and the dictionary. My dad is not
learned. He was not lettered at that time.
He has his senses.
Street sense.
At 1978, this was the time I was talking about. And my sister collected 40,000
for tanker and dictionary.
For tanker and dictionary. I wanted to do same. The second day, and I went to my dad that in my school too, we want
tanker and dictionary.
And my dad said, okay.
And he came
So
to
I was to go back to school for graduation. I wanted to use the money to buy a French suit with a boogie shoes and a face cap to wear to our graduation. Look at me.
But why didn't you just ask him money to buy those things?
He will say there is no money.
Okay.
I know he will say there is no more, or give me half of what I want.
So did you get the money for the
He did not
tanker?
give me. My dad was traveling to Oshogbo. I schooled in Offa.
Oh no! So he came all the way.
No, he said, okay, you are going to school tomorrow. I will take you along and drop you in Offa. The car has a air condition. In the air condition, while I was in the car, he's taking me to school. I was sweating.
Because you knew that,
He will find out. Meanwhile, he was going on his own. So we traveled up to, when we got to Ajashepo from Ilorin, and I told him, Daddy, he said, why are you sweating and restless?
Are you feeling sick?
And I told him, Daddy, I lied.
Oh my.
He said, lie about what?
About
no
the
tanker, no dictionary. I just wanted to collect money. He said, for what? I said, I want to buy this and buy this and buy this, but I'm afraid to tell you. So he said, He said, why did you do it? I said, I saw my sister collecting money. And I
you
know,
wanted the same.
He now told me, he gave my sister the money because if he didn't give her money,
she could have looked for it somewhere.
she will be taken for granted by somebody who, how much is the money?
Is the money, right.
But you, if you don't tell the truth, you will forever be a liar to yourself. He now said, okay. He now branched at the Owode market in Offa. He bought 2 pairs of two pairs of everything that I want to buy.
Wanted.
He now gave me a 10,000 naira plus.
And you felt better that at least you told the truth.
I felt better that I told the truth.
Under duress.
Yes, under duress. But you see, the spending.
But the lesson stayed with you.
Up till tomorrow.
Stayed with
I
you.
used to tell this story to my kids when they are in the school. Don't come home to tell me a lie. I'm lettered. I'm
this
learned.
on you,
so
and
I'll
then
be
you
able
have
to,
street sense.
But when you ask me for something and I know it is a needed thing, not a wanted thing,
right.
I will give you what you need. And I
not
may decide just to
want.
be, I only decide, I sometimes decide I want to go to their school and go and see them in the university. And I won't tell them I'm coming.
Right. Okay.
And most of them, till all of them finish their university, about 6 of them now, they have finished their university, they have served, they know.
Right,
and Daddy will not give you money
stayed.
for nonsense.
Right. Sheikh, let's quickly look at 2 more areas before we close this conversation this morning. For single parents who, let's look at some of the things that you would advise for single parents, the kind of habits that you think they should cultivate, especially with saving, with they're managing their resources, especially for people who do not have, I don't want to use the word that you didn't use earlier. I think you didn't use the word co-parenting, you used double parenting.
Double parenting.
Right, so especially for people who are doing it all by themselves, do not have people who
somebody
are helping.
to help.
Yeah, so what kind of habits would you like for them to cultivate? How easy is it for them to keep up with the daily needs of those children? Some might not be just one child, some might be children. So, and again, you know, with the last story you told us, you were able to also differentiate between meeting a need and a want.
A want, yes.
So how should single parents prioritize what their children need against what the children want, especially for children today that have a lot of wants than need?
You see, a parent should be able to differentiate between humanity and selfishness.
Okay.
When your child grows, you don't know where he or she will go and work. You don't know where he or she will land to. The NYSC should serve as a point of what do I call it? A point of orientation for us. So when they post them to where they do not even know what the terrain is.
Okay.
So every parent should understand what is humanity, and humanity is naturality.
Okay.
So what are the things you need in naturality to exist and live? One is food. Okay. Make sure the child is able to eat. I want to give him or her special food. Take that out. Okay.
Food.
Food.
Basic.
Mineral resources, protein, well, no.
Balanced
food,
diet.
We only eat to survive. Not we survive to eat, but we eat to survive and be able to do other things.
Right.
So food. Adequate clothing.
Right.
A child will follow the mother or the father to the shop. Daddy, I want this. Daddy, I want. Don't give the needs. Check their bags. Know what they need. Okay. Not what they tell you they need. That's number 2. Clothing. Let them have 2-3 pairs of shoe wear, footwear. Let them have 2 or 3. Oh, daddy, somebody is buying one thing, I will buy.
That shouldn't be there.
That shouldn't be.
Okay.
So after those 3, make sure that you don't do 3 C's. 3 letter C. Okay. Don't do it with your child.
Which are?
Number 1 is the complaint C.
Complain.
Yes.
Who's complaining now?
Don't
the parents?
Don't allow your child to complain.
Okay, complain about.
Smack any child that complains about anything.
Okay.
So they have the absorbers to absorb others and absolve them of any mistake they might have done towards them. Don't allow that letter C to function in their life. Okay. Letter C number 2 is don't allow them to compare.
Right.
Look at the son, the daughter of Lagbaja. Look at the daughter. Don't. And the third number C, the third letter C is don't allow them, after complaining or comparing, don't allow them to compete. Compete. Yes. Even in academics.
Yeah, but we hear competition in academics is good.
The competition in academics brews jealousy and envy. She will not lead me. Yeah. Let me tell you what happened to me. Let me tell you what happened to me in the secondary school. When I was in the primary school, I would always come first. When we get to the secondary school, I thought it was just easy. I came first. So I was playing for the second time. Do you get it? Right. I came 12th. I was crying. Why did I come 12th? And I tried in the third time. I didn't get to the first position again till we got to Form 2. Okay. When we got to Form 2, a lady was introduced to our class. I won't forget the name of the lady. Okay. The lady's name is Albert Odiawa. She's from Enugu State. Okay. That lady is extraordinarily brilliant. You now know what happened? Okay. I wanted to go back to my first, and that lady will come and tell me, you will not get there. I will get there. I started having sleepless nights because I want to compare and compete with that girl. Instead of leaving her to live her life and live my life, get whatever I want to get, I can beat her to it. I said I was not able to overcome that fear until I was in the 4th year. Wow, that took really a long time. So don't allow your child to compete. Let he or she be able to present at her own pace, at her own ability. Okay. If she's extra brilliant and she comes first, so be it. Okay. If she doesn't come first, encourage her that you can do it. Better. All right, so Adangba, quickly, let's see if you can, if time is far gone, we need to allow Sheikh go, but yes. Let's see if he can take this question.
Yes, I got interested when he was talking about the 3 C's, and he started with complaint. And I was talking to Joy, that, okay, that is very important, but how will a child now learn how to express himself or herself to her parents without some kind of complaint coming in? When they know that, you cannot complain, won't that make them retreat, and hold on to things without expressing themselves?
Or is there something they should not complain about?
No, they should not complain about anything. They should present anything.
They can present everything and anything.
Complain that it is because of this. No. Don't come here and tell me what happened. What happened to you. And when you tell me, I'll be able to tell you, this is the way you are going to go about it. Okay. But when it is complaint, some other person will be put to mistake.
Okay.
It's a natural phenomenon in Islam.
Okay.
And a rule
Okay.
that anybody that says it is because somebody did something makes him feel
To
this
do
is not a
something.
Muslim.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
Don't find an excuse to say anything. Say what you want to say. If it is not good, I correct you. If it is good, I support you.
Okay.
But coming to tell me, sharing bati, no, I don't want sharing bati.
Okay.
Come and tell
so you
me.
can actually
Express
your case without
express
complaining.
yourself
Don't let
without
them complain.
necessarily
Okay,
Don't
just
let them
before we
complain.
go, something
because
else.
when he complains, he will find it favorably good to compete and compare.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
One more, just before we go. What does Islam say about single motherhood and single fatherhood? And I'm asking because a woman or a man can decide to say, as a Muslim, that, oh, I'm not getting married again. What does Islam say
Islam
about this?
condemns it in totality. And that is why you see it is very easy in Islam to go into polygamy. Islam condemns single parenthood. It will not work.
Okay.
If a woman alone,
Okay.
either she's tough or mild, takes care of a child, go and see the child at the end of the day. If a man alone does same, go and see the child at the end of the day. You see that combination, Allah knows that it is not easy for you to bear a child. You get yourself impregnated and bore the child yourself alone and take care of the child alone. No, it makes it possible that you cannot make it except with a man. And the man too knows he cannot make it except with the woman. So why do you disenfranchise the child?
What if it is a woman or a man?
We need to go.
What if it's a man
sorry.
or a woman that can't
We
have
need to
kids?
go.
You said?
What if it's a man or woman that cannot have children?
Yes, Islam does not want it because you are born and you must give back. So you are those people that does not that cannot, but don't want. If you cannot,
yes,
that has been started in Islam.
That's permissible.
Okay.
We are four types of people.
Okay.
Those who have kids,
And those
those
who
who
not
have only females,
Okay.
those who have only males. So it is not an abomination.
Okay.
And those who will not even have
At
anything
all.
barren.
Okay.
Okay.
So those four types of people will live in this world,
Right.
and you will have to live with them.
Okay.
So there, it is the way you use your words and the way you cohabit with them that makes them not to feel that they are not wanted.
All
Thank
we
you
didn't
so
need
much
to
for the
leave this
clarification.
conversation here. Thank you so much, Sheikh Abdurrahman Adangba, for finding time to be here. It's always a pleasure when we have you,
Thank you so
on this side of the table. We'll take a quick break. When the conversation returns, our next guest will be here.